Hey y'all, happy Sunday. Today, I'm going to show you how I saved over $20,000 in my emergency fund in 1 year, 4 months, and 28 days. Yes, I know it exactly to the day because that is when my wife Abby and I decided to get serious about our financial freedom. July 3rd, 2023 is our start date, and also when Abby and I got married. I moved her down to El Paso, where I'm stationed now with the Army, and we began married life. We could not figure out money like at all. We overspent. We tried to budget but didn't do it effectively. We had student loans to pay off and we were losing money we had saved up fast. On top of that, Abby could also not find a job in El Paso. Suffice to say, we needed to make a change. In December, our dog Usher had a life saving but expensive surgery that also set us back. In January of this year, we made dream boards just to see where we wanted to be at the end of the year. We dreamt of starting a family, getting fit, making more money, and much more. In March, we finally took action. We actually began following the baby steps because we knew the blueprint worked. We'd seen it done before, but this time we made the choice to start. So starting off on our baby steps, we'd already had some money saved up in our emergency save or in a savings account. We had some money there, but it was in like a regular account and it wasn't really making any interest. So I moved it to a high yield account to begin earning greater interest, so we could maximize its usefulness there. So baby was step one, done. We had been making sporadic payments to our student loans once we were married, but we didn't have a plan to pay it off. So in April, we looked at our savings and realized, oh, if we deplete a lot of our savings account, we could actually pay off all these student loans today. So we did that. We paid off our student loans. That was the last of our debt, or so I thought. And at the time, I thought it was baby step two complete. In June, we were still a single income house, but Abby finally had a breakthrough with a job. So she began teaching remotely, like 1 to 2 students, so nothing crazy, part time over the summer. And then finally in August, she started the school year with a full caseload, and that was huge. Also in August, the Army realized they had been overpaying me. So they began docking my paycheck in August, and will be doing so until the end of this month, this December. So another setback. In September, Abby's income started coming in, and we were finally able to add that off to our emergency fund. In December, we finally completed our emergency fund, and we decided that all we need now is 3 months of our total expenses saved up because my job is very stable, and then Abby's is now stable because it's remote. So wherever we go in the United States, wherever the Army sends me, she can take the job with her, at least in the United States. So we got that going for us. My three big takeaways and the big lessons to teach y'all from my journey so far is this. First, you're going to have emergencies pop up while working through your baby steps. They're going to happen. My dog needed surgery. The Army docked my pay. I didn't mention it at the beginning, but also the Army didn't pay me to move my wife down here, and I chose a very ineffective method because I didn't know any better. And that was pretty expensive. So these things are going to happen, but we were able to save for our emergency fund because once we decided to start following the baby steps, we kept a budget and stuck to it. Two, use a high yield savings account. I'll have a video linked up here as well. I've made a few $100 this year just because I changed my savings account from a regular one to a high yield savings one, and it's an easy switch. It's not hard to do. Three, the last one is make a dream board and keep it visible. Do it at the end of the year. I'll do another video on dream boards either end of this year or early next year. But once Abby and I made our dream boards, we hung them up in our bedroom so that we could see them every day, and it really helped us out when sticking to our budget and sticking to skipping nights out to eat because we saw our goals, we saw them up there on the wall and said, "Wow, I want to save for this or I want to do that." Sorry, I'm blanking on our goals at the moment, but I'll have them flash up here too. But I had our goals up there and we saw, hey, if we stick to these budgets, if we save money this way, we can hit these goals by the end of this year and that'll set us up for an even better year after in 2025. So I think that's my favorite part of advice. And like I said, I'll do a video on it later this year. I hope you got something out of today. And listen to my journey completing up to baby step 3. It's not easy, but if you stick to it, it's something that you can do, and you'll only set yourself up better off for completing the other baby steps later down the road. Subscribe to join me, Abby, and the dogs and I on our journey to financial freedom, and I'll see y'all in the next video.